That looks...
I appreciate...
This looks still...
This is my... Ooh.
I realize...
This is my favorite dish. Did someone tell you?
The flip...
This is all a bit troubling, isn't it? The people from the kingdom seem to be of two minds as well. Can we really plan to fight when we're this unsure of ourselves? Well, Professor, I hope you can bring everyone together. You might be the only person who can.
I don't know about everyone else, but heading to the Empire seems like a good idea to me. The search for Lady Rhea will be so much easier if we can just get the Empire out of the way. I suppose Dimitri might still pose a problem, though. He seems so fixated on the Imperial capital, but I get the feeling he's not even sure what he wants anymore.
The kingdom doesn't seem to have clear goals holding them together. Different people have different priorities. The situation right now is difficult. But at times like this, you have the opportunity to really shine, eh, Professor? You're in charge. Show them what you're made of. I'll do what I can to help.
Okay. It seems some of our friends believe that if we get those, but I think it's best not with the added headcount from the rear.
I heard we're headed to the Valley of Torment. I'm not exactly thrilled. That place is supposed to be really, really hot. Just the thought of it makes me uncomfortable. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Though, if our enemies attacked while I was here, that would be a pain too. Ugh, who names a place Valley of Torment? A more inviting name would have been nice. Valley of Endless Summer. Something like that.
Thank you so much.
I am grateful.
I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
I thank you.
You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but everyone still calls you Professor. Is there something you'd rather be called? Guess that's what we're used to, huh? All right.
Speaking, these past 5 years, Lord Rodrigue worried for His Highness more than any other. But I wonder what he would say if he saw what has become of Dmitri. I have a request. Thank you very much.
I concur. Meeting reinforcements in that land of oppressive heat. It also means we will need meeting in that. It also.
Say now, to the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
How's this? There are enemy spies around. Capture anyone who seems suspicious. I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
Professor? Greetings, Professor! Is everyone setting out on a big... Well, you can leave guarding this... Hello there. This one, yes? 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 Thank you. This one, yes? Thank you. Return soon, please.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merch, I hope things... Hey, how about a favor?
What do you require? Farewell.
Professor?
AOL, the Valley of Torment. Man, I really do not want to go there. That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Can you help me?
Let me see.
Professor! Someday we will take the Imperial capital. It is odd to think that I will be invading the... that is, I will prepare for our journey to Ale. Right. You know...
Professor?
Well...
It has been only 5 years, yet so half of the kingdom has fallen despite such tumult. We look upon this indeed. Wait, but...
Really? Hey, you.
The monastery repairs have made solid progress. Most excellent news. When we first returned here, I was unsure what we were going... But if we can get the cathedral...
What the...
way.
It is imperative that we regroup with those who continue to resist. Most importantly, we must join up with the Fraldarius family. If we do, our ability to reclaim the kingdom capital is ensured. We should aim for this outcome, rather than focusing our efforts on the Imperial capital. This seems to me the best strategy at present, but I feel what His Highness feels. His hatred, his anger, so keenly, as if it were my own. So I find it difficult to oppose his wishes.
Oh. I have lived inconspicuous to be able to... I hope that our brother...
Singing is...
I'm not good.
Yes.
Strategically speaking, our best move is probably to head for the kingdom capital. Though, I think it's more likely that Lady Rhea is in the Empire, so I would not object to taking the fight directly to Edelgard. There are no right or wrong answers in war. What do you think we should do? I hope with the goddess's guidance, we can make the right choice.
Yes.
Hey, Gilbert was a knight to the royal family of Fargus? What was a man like that doing in Garreg Mach, I wonder? Who knows? Whenever I try to ask about it, he'd change the subject and avoid giving a proper answer.
Hey, you.
Professor. We weren't related by blood, but Randolph was still my uncle. Seeing him end up that way was... Never mind. It's nothing. It's fine. I don't need your sympathy. But Dimitri's methods... I don't know. I'm sure he never trusted me, being born in the Empire and all.
Really?
Well, Valley of Torment. Valley of Torment. I once read a book full of legends surrounding Emblem, but I can't seem to remember. I feel there's something dreadful I'm forgetting.
Listen, ALL, the Valley of Torment, the kingdom's Fraldaria. Incidentally, the
I can't believe it. The Valley of Torment. It's exciting. I wonder what it probably is dangerous.
Nice job!
seen and appreciated. Oh, how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. A flash, and then a big boom.
If you blow up the library, where will we put the books?
A flash, and then a big bang! What are you doing here, Felix?
I heard singing.
You were watching me again, weren't you?
Well, your skill is impressive, I'll admit.
Oh, today of all days. I knew I should have chosen a different song.
A different song? Like what?
Any of them. The box song, or maybe the dungeon song?
Now, those sound interesting.
No, they're just regular songs. Forget it. While you're here, can you help me clean up? I need the books on that shelf up there, but I can't reach them.
Oh, sure, no problem. What? You're not going to sing anymore?
No way! It's too embarrassing. And that song isn't even finished anyway.
Ah, that's too bad. I wanted to hear what happened after the library was blown away.
Hey, don't look at me like that. Okay, fine. If you insist, I'll sing just a bit more.
Oh, how I just love to clean the library room. Just takes a flash of light, and then it all goes boom. A flash, and then a big boom. Suddenly the deed is done. My, what a great job I did. Who says cleaning isn't fun?
Huh. That doesn't really explain what happened with the library. Maybe they'll build a new one?
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
May I help you, Sedith?
Finally noticed.
There you are, Ingrid.
Whoa, hi Ash. You seem excited. What's that you're holding?
A book I found in town. I bought it for you.
From me? Ash, this looks very costly. Antique books like this are never cheap. Wow. The cover is stunning, and the binding is still in fantastic condition.
I drove a hard bargain. Still, I'll probably have to cut back on my spending for a while.
Why did you go to so much trouble?
It wasn't easy, but as soon as I came across this legend, I knew you had to read it too.
Well then, I will read it. Oh, the knight on the cover looks striking.
Fascinating, right? I was captivated from the moment I laid eyes on the cover.
There's an aura of stoicism intermingled with beauty, even amid a gruesome battle. Wait, looking closer at the face, this knight is a woman.
Yes, and she was a real historical figure. She was born into a noble family and bore a crest, but she was accepted into the king's service as a knight. She fought in many battles at her king's side, serving him all her life as his right hand. Oh, sorry, I've said too much. I didn't mean to spoil the story for you. I'm just so excited. I hope you enjoy it too.
Thank you for the encouragement, Ash. Living as a knight is certainly not an easy task. I know it will mean much pain, strife, and heartache. But I still want to pursue that dream. Talking to you has reminded me. I'm not the type who gives up easily.
That's the Ingrid I know.
So to start, I'm going to read this book.
Great! When you're finished and freshly inspired, we'll talk about becoming knights. Not the ones in stories either. The real thing!
I look forward to it, Ash.
Excellent. Well done, Ash. Continue such work, and you will certainly make a name for yourself.
You think so? Thank you, Gilbert. You really are amazing, you know. Your skills with the lance and bow are just incredible.
One learns the craft of knighthood well after 40 years of service.
Wow, 40 years? That's incredible. With that many years of training, I'd be really strong, wouldn't I?
Further training and service will only make you stronger. Yet, why spend your life this way? Knighthood is not glamorous. On long campaigns, you sleep rough in all manner of weather, and may eat gruel more often than venison. It seems odd that you would admire me, or that you would long to be a knight. Are you sure of yourself?
But of course! It's been my dream for a long time now. I really can't help but admire you. Your years of knighthood are so impressive.
I do not deserve your praise. I merely performed my duties to the best of my skill.
Don't be modest, you're a great knight. If there's any more you can teach me, I would be very happy to learn.
Tell me this. Once you don the armor, raise your shield, and level your lance, why? What is it you wish to protect?
Protect? Well, whatever needs protecting, right?
You must know exactly what you protect before you become a knight.
I understand. I'll take that to heart. What is it that you want to protect, if I may ask?
My duty has always been to protect my lord. That is a given for any knight. But for myself, doubly so. Then there are the personal reasons. Each knight has their own. Yet mine, I do not speak of.
Oh. How come?
Because it is personal. Mine. It allows me to focus on the work and grants me discipline. That is sufficient.
Discipline, huh? Something to protect. I'll have to think of something.
Training on your own? You really do work hard.
I hate to break it to you, Sylvain, but there's nobody here for you to flirt with. So there's not much reason to hang around.
You're here, aren't you?
How ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as your face.
You'd really say something like that to a handsome guy like me? I'm crushed. Joking aside, may I join you? I only came out here so I could train too.
Sure, just don't get in my way.
I've been thinking about it, and I really depend on you. Maybe that's weird since I'm older than you, but still.
Hitting on me? Again? Have some dignity, would you?
No, I'm being honest. I thought you'd listen. Hey, I'd like it if you didn't get too far away from me on the battlefield, okay? Just stay where I can see you.
I'll stay as long as I can. You're useless without me, after all.
What? No, I'm saying if there's one thing I can do on the battlefield, it's keep you safe.
Whatever helps you feel better. Stay and protect me, then. I couldn't bear it if you went off and died on me while I wasn't around.
I'm pretty sure that's my line.
It's getting late. We'd better head out.
You're right. I'm exhausted anyway.
You haven't been practicing enough. All that time you waste chasing after women would be better spent training. I'll train with you anytime, so just... What's that strange look for?
Well, you're going to think I'm being a jerk or hitting on you or whatever. When we're side by side like this, training, I feel... I don't know. oddly at ease.
I know what you mean. It's probably because we've been friends for so long.
That must be it. Let's never change. Friends forever?
Absolutely. No matter what happens, we'll always be friends, Sylvain.
Father! Father! Why do you pretend not to recognize me?
Annette,
I've been looking everywhere for you. Please stop treating me like a stranger. I can't bear it. Father, wait! How long will you keep avoiding me like this?
I have lost the right to face you or your mother.
This has nothing to do with rights. We're family. I'm your daughter.
Indeed, you are my daughter. Yet I am no father. I am only a fool who abandoned his family.
You really think it was foolish to abandon us?
I do.
Then the least you can do is apologize. I'm fine, but Mother deserves as much. I finished my studies at the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy. I have a busy and satisfying life now. But Mother, she's waited for you to return all this time, living under my uncle's roof.
I am sorry, Annette.
I already told you, don't say that to me. Apologize to Mother. Let her see your face.
That I cannot do. I know you do not understand, but it is the way of things. As for you, Annette, say the word, and I will disappear from your life forever. For now, though, I must return to my duties.
Father, how could you be so cruel?
All right then. Enough sparring for today?
Yes! That should suffice.
I must say, you've gotten good at seeing through my tricks. I can't mislead you so easily anymore.
I've made it my goal to read your aim and not give away anything through my body language.
But in hand-to-hand combat, your form needs work. On the battlefield, even if you lose your weapon, you can't ever stop fighting. Sink your teeth into their throats, kick them where it hurts. Do whatever it takes to survive.
Have you ever needed to employ such methods?
Not on the battlefield. I've never been in such a dire situation that I needed to. But at the tavern, loads of times. With a well-aimed boot, I've brought many a man to his knees. My point is, you can't hesitate to use dirty tactics. You have to grit your teeth and fight back. War isn't as pretty as it's made out to be in all those poems and songs. Sometimes, even as a knight, you have to do things that you might think are beneath you. You might even have to let innocent bystanders die. Are you prepared for that, Ingrid? Do you really want to be a knight, knowing what it entails?
I'm prepared to do whatever is requested of me. Come what may. I will be a knight who loyally serves my king. Just as you loyally serve Lady Rhea.
You've got me wrong. I'm loyal to the Archbishop, but only up to a point. I'd do anything in the world for Lady Rhea. Except die. If she asked me to die for her, I wouldn't. Does that sound like a contradiction? Very well. That's just who I am.
You're right. It does sound like a contradiction. With all due respect, that isn't very knightly of you. I'm not sure I fully understand.
You will someday. Maybe not for a while, but you will. In the meantime, just don't die, okay?
I'll try my best.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior. While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
You worry too much. If they saw me in action, the wounds themselves would cower.
That is precisely the attitude that worries me, especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy. There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind. You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life that she tended your wounds personally.
Oh! That was when that happened! Finally! It all fits together. Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember clearly. That was the first time she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair. The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Sedith. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've got to find Lady Rhea, and then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
I'd like to confirm something with you. That seems reasonable.
Professor?
Shall we?
I suppose we must.
Not too bad.
I'm feeling good about this.
I've got the gist of it now.
Thank you so much.
Professor, do you have a moment? I would hear your opinion on our situation. Given our current fighting power, what sort of challenge do you expect we pose to the Empire? Do we have any hope of victory? So we agree. However, in order to strengthen our forces, we...
Why would anyone put a barrel here? Oh, that really smarts. Oh, hello, Father.
Another stupendous fall.
As though you care about my well-being. Anyway, Professor, I'm heading out for a bit. I was thinking of going to visit my uncle.
To see my brother? Why is that, Annette?
I want to ask him to entrust me with the hero's relic of House Dominic. The fight from here on out is gonna be tough. I need to do whatever I can to get stronger. The best thing we can do, as far as I can tell, is to have another hero's relic at our disposal.
You are not wrong, yet it will not be easy. Under pressure from Cornelia, House Dominic is maintaining a pro-Imperial stance. That makes us his enemy. Brother or no, he will not hand over a hero's relic to us.
But he's not a bad person, and we'll never know unless we ask, right? And Mother might be there too.
The Dominic region is, at present, enemy territory. There is no guarantee you can see them safely.
Fine, be that way. It's not like I was planning to ask for your help anyway. Professor, don't worry about me. I'll be back soon, and with a relic no less.
Annette, wait! She never listens. So frustrating. However, if she were able to retrieve the hero's relic, it would prove a great boon to our forces. Perhaps I should prepare myself for the worst. I shall travel with Annette to see my brother. Professor, might I ask you to take on a task for me? It is entirely possible that we shall be captured in the Dominic region. In anticipation of that, I would ask that you wait outside of the region with an army at your command. I cannot say with confidence that we will be able to bring back the hero's relic without issue. While it pains me to ask this favor of you, I must also thank you for accepting.
beg you. Please give me the hero's relic.
Even in this land, the Empire's eye shines bright. To hand over such a weapon to you, our enemy, is unthinkable.
We are well aware. Brother, I beg you, for the sake of the kingdom's revival.
I cannot. If it becomes known that I gave you aid, my lands will be annexed in a bitter instant.
Then we must relent. Annette, there is nothing for us here. We should go.
No. Letting you simply leave will invite accusations of collusion. I must take you as my hostages.
So, it has come to pass after all.
Annette, live here with me. You needn't return to that helpless band of rebels without a glimmer of hope for victory.
You're wrong. That will never happen, Uncle.
Your mother is also here in this land. Do not dismiss my proposition so readily.
We can't afford to stay here. Father, we have to run.
Be calm, Annette. I assumed something like this would happen. If we do not come back, the professor will come to get us. We need but wait and keep faith.
I'll cut through. You fought well. Stronger, faster, never enough.
Improvement enough.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna hurt.
What's the plan? I'll comply.
Don't struggle.
Eventually, I too will fall. Whatever gets me by.
I'll crush them all. Ready when you are.
Our allies are being held in that stronghold in the southeast. Please, rescue them quickly.
Not so fast!
Too slow.
I'm finally grasping this.
Burn until we meet again.
I'd be honored. I won't falter.
At your service.
Thanks, Belle.
What's my strategy?
My orders?
I'm your girl.
It had to be done.
My orders? Maybe I'm not a total waste.
I'm your girl.
You're fresh out of luck.
At your service.
I'd be honored. I'm still here.
I'll crush them all.
I'll cut through. Leave my sight!
One to remember.
Just like that.
Ready when you are. Not quite. I can do no less. It is done. Onward.
Nice form.
I'll comply. See you in the eternal flames. What's the plan? Don't bother haunting me.
What's my strategy?
Ha! Right to the last you hope to strike me down. In that case, I will also lay my cards on the table and commit all my resources to this fight.
Reinforcements? That will make life more difficult.
It won't be in vain. Can't afford to lose. What's my strategy? What's my strategy?
I'll comply. What's the plan? Pointless. Too slow.
You haven't earned my pity.
I'll crush them all.
Oh, yeah. Wonder there's a bounty on my head. Stronger the better.
I'd be honored.
Out of my way!
I disposed of doubt long ago.
At your service.
I'd be honored.
At your service. A tragic end. Leave it to me.
I'll crush them all. Can't hold me back. I'm stronger.
What's the plan?
My orders?
What's my strategy?
I'll cut through.
Ready when you are. You took me lightly.
Set.
I'll destroy you!
Too weak for this world. I'll comply.
had to be done.
You were unprepared.
All for Lady Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
I've got you!
I must lead them well.
You fought well.
On my honor as a knight.
Oh, thank goodness. Let's run, Father.
Annette, go. I will acquire the hero's relic, even if it means crossing blades with my brother.
I couldn't possibly leave you to do it alone. Father, please, let me go with you.
Even if you must do it by force, bring me Annette.
Out of my way!
All talk and no action.
I won't hold back.
Ready when you are.
I'll cut through.
What's my strategy?
I'll crush them all.
Oh, yeah. Smells like a brawl.
At your service.
I'd be honored. I won't falter.
My orders?
What's the plan?
Gonna need you to move!
I was just stronger.
Reassuring.
I'm your girl.
I'm sorry.
I'll comply.
Just a scratch. Won that bet.
It was meant to be.
This could turn the tides.
All for Fargus.
Don't struggle. I disposed of doubt long ago.
must lead them well.
My age is catching up to me. I must steel myself.
That was close.
Be careful.
Child! Make your peace! On my honor as a knight!
Be at peace.
I have no wish to enact violence on you, Annette. Listen to me, and do as I say.
I will not listen. I can't, and I won't. There's somewhere I must return to.
So, this is it. I fought well in the end. I doubt Cornelia will think I cooperated with you. Take the hero's relic and go. And in return, promise to restore the kingdom.
Brother, I thank you.
And don't worry about your wife. Whatever happens, I swear I will protect her. When all of this is over, you had better return to her. Make sure victory is yours, Gustav.
You have my word.
Thank you so much.
I cannot tell you how grateful we are for your assistance.
I don't know what would have happened if not for you. And thanks to you, I got this.
The magic hammer? My brother would not surrender such a relic without a fight. The magic hammer, Crusher. The hero's relic of House Dominic. My brother would not surrender such a relic without a fight. I hope you understand. House Dominic is one of the 10 great bloodlines. Yet within the kingdom, we are mere feudal lords. With the Empire growing in strength, Dominic must kneel. To do otherwise would be suicide. The Western lords and other rulers are in the same situation. They all comply, albeit reluctantly. If we defeat the Empire, I hope the kingdom will rise once more, under the banner of a legitimate king.
I hope so too. That's why we can't give up.
To that end, Professor, we will require your help. I hope we can continue depending on you.
Don't worry, we won't make you do all of the hard work by yourself. I'll give it my all, too. Speaking of, I'm gonna get straight to training. Ah! Why would someone put a dumb wooden box here?
And please, look after my daughter as well.
Thank you so much.
Not bad at all.
I see.
Patching up a hole in
If your objective is merely...
I'm not gonna throw...
Yes.
Smelly.
That is...
No, I could only afford... It's not commoners can... Not sure what...
If one... I'd raise...
Just hand it...
By the way...
That's so?
You're not going...
Now you've got...
There's a...
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Hey, come on!
Long story short.
Lake Tutates? What's with that? Yeah.
Leave me be.
We'll never find... We'll bring more... Come on, Professor. All right.
Thank you so much.
I am grateful. I have gratitude.
Thanks so much.
I thank you.
Well... Is that... Thanks a bunch. Is that... Thanks a bunch. Come back. Linhardt, wake up! We've reached Lake Tutates.
Huh? What? Oh, yes. So we have.
A temple on a lake, huh? Looks fancy. And that's a cute, guard dog?
Guard dog? Is it I to whom you are referring?
Whoa, a magic beast! And it talks.
Nuisance. You weaklings should turn tail and run.
Hi, we're...
I know well what it is that you desire. If you want it, you must first complete my trial.
Of course we do. This is as awful as I expected it would be. Perhaps we could go home now?
Are you kidding? It's just a little fog. Come on, let's go talk to Mr. Magic Beast. My orders?
My orders?
Child's play!
I suspect our opponent is an elite.
I'd be honored. I must steel myself.
I'll cut through.
I'll comply.
I'm awake.
Ready when you are. I aim for greatness. Hopefully I'll be more useful now.
What's my strategy?
What's the plan?
I'm your girl.
At your service.
Burn until we meet again. Need to pull my weight.
It is done. Onward.
In the name of justice! It's my duty.
I expect no less.
We can't be careless.
Too weak for this world.
On my honor as a knight. Reminds me of my youth.
It was the only way.
Reassuring.
At your service.
I must steel myself.
See you in the eternal flames. I disposed of doubt long ago.
In the name of justice! It was the only way.
Can't afford to lose.
I should follow your lead. All for Fargus.
It was meant to be.
Not fair.
You knew the odds.
I aim for greatness.
I'd be honored.
What's up? Make your peace. On my honor as a knight.
Don't struggle. Eventually, I too will fall.
It had to be done.
It seems my...
Fine. Defeat me, and show me what you are capable of.
I'm up for
Hunt them like beasts! With each kill, more monstrous. I'll lend my strength.
Let's win this already.
location of Southeast. Interesting. Let's test your mettle.
Need some help? It's time. Next try.
I just eked by.
You'll fight, but your form and mannerisms suggest that you may be...
If you want your wish to be granted, it is better that you fight me in ignorance.
Was any of this worth it?
Do this!
I can't stop now.
Not enough. So many openings. All for Vargas.
I was just stronger.
Still have...
Strength never betrays.
Just let me at him. Too slow.
You did well. The trial ends here. What's sublimed?
So,
Do be quiet. Somewhere in this temple is... Could you find it in your heart?
You have shown my deserving.
yes!
Aren't you happy?
My... thank you so much.
I am grateful. I have gratitude.
Thanks so much.
Well... Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the... Thanks a bunch. Come back.
My orders?
Not enough. Do it! Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
I'll cut through.
Leave my sons!
One to remember.
I'll crush them all. All for Lady Rhea.
What's the plan? Don't bother haunting me.
Ready when you are. I shall not stray.
I'd be honored. I've got you! I must steel myself.
I'll comply. Too weak for this world.
At your service.
What's my strategy? I'm your girl.
Can't afford to lose.
Eventually, I too will fall. A consequence of the blood I've spilled. A hard life sharpens the senses. Child's play! Not enough!
Be at peace. My work's...
All for our future.
It had to be done. I'm impressed.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
Now's our chance. Our power is yours.
Hunt them like beasts!
You haven't earned my pity.
Can't lose! It's my duty.
Prepare yourself! Hopefully Please.
Don't bother haunting him. That took too much effort.
Some new...
Go on. Thanks.
You make friends. Wait.
Friend.
Dear Goddess, please allow His Majesty to rest in peace. Who is it? Oh, Professor. What brings you here at this hour? I am most sorry for disturbing you. The hour is late, Professor. You should be resting in preparation for the day to come. I was offering my prayers to the goddess. It is all that I can do now. I told you I was in service of the royal family, yes? When I was only a young soldier, the king saw fit to make a knight of me. I was given the great honor of guiding and protecting the royal family. It was similar to your own work. I was a teacher of sorts. I instructed both King Lambert and Prince Dimitri in the arts of combat, tactics, and academia. I also did all in my power to keep them safe. Until that day, I was unable to fulfill my duty. I was powerless. Yes. When I received word of the attack, it was already too late. His Majesty was dead, along with many knights and soldiers. If only I had made it to Duscur more quickly. It is my fault that His Highness Dimitri has become the way he is now. After that, I abandoned my wife and child and fled my homeland. I turned my back on everything I swore to protect. My sins are countless. I will bear the weight of my guilt for as long as I live. What else can I do for His Majesty and all of those who died that day? Long ago, there was someone who told me something quite similar. Forgive me. This will not do. As I grow older, I find myself talking endlessly about the past. But it is too late for such things now. I have finished my prayers. We should return.
Professor.
I thank you.
I will report the result.
I think I got it. I'm a quick study.
I'm feeling good about this.
I didn't even know I cared this.
It seems my proficiency...
I still have much to learn.
I suppose it's working.
I'm getting... Appreciate it.
This looks...
This is...
Eating food.
I've eaten...
Ooh.
I appreciate...
I'm happy to...
My favorite meal and...
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite. Delicious. After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
Singing is...
I'm not good.
Yes.
Well...
Strategic. No. What do you...
What?
Hey, give what? Who knows?
Really now? There's... I hope...
I concur. Meeting in that it also...
I fully...
I am grateful.
Having received the Kingdom Army's plea for aid, Rodrigue has agreed to provide soldiers. In order to meet up with their reinforcements, the Kingdom Army sets out for Aelel, the Valley of Torment.
My thank you so much.
This valley isn't a place I'd care to return to.
After the chilliness of Fargus, I can't seem to adjust to this extreme heat.
Historically, there have been battles whose outcomes were determined in part by the climate. You can't argue that this heat isn't a factor.
In conditions like these, who knows what will become of our morale.
Professor, be honest. How are you holding up? Monks once used this area as an ascetic training ground because of the intense environment. They say Aelel was born of the goddess's rage. If you believe the legends, this valley is evidence of the goddess's judgment, passed on humanity for its corruption. The forest that once covered the surrounding area was burnt to ash by a pillar of light that descended from the heavens. That legend fueled belief in a place of torment between our world and the next, where one's sins are purified in the cleansing flames.
Nonsense. Sins are not so easily washed away.
Indeed, and there are no accounts of such a place in Scripture. Yet those who cannot face their own sins have no choice but to cling to the idea.
I just don't think I can take this heat anymore. I think I'm starting to see things. Near those mountains over there. Is it just me? Or is there a group of people gathered there?
No. It would seem you are not hallucinating after all. Are those Rodrigue soldiers? No. But their banner is that of... No! It can't be.
That is House Rowe's banner. They curried favor with that witch and sold out Fargus.
We messed up. There must have been a spy among us. Will you have us meet them in battle, or wait for Rodrigue to arrive?
There is only one option. How kind of them to save us the trouble of killing them later. I will not repeat myself. That banner belongs to the Grey Lion. It's a waste of breath to exchange words with one such as him.
His Highness is correct. He is not an opponent whom we can expect to negotiate with. Everyone, prepare for the attack!
Valley of Torment. Perhaps a good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course.
That man who raises the Lion's flag? Lord Gwendol. He is an elder knight who serves House Rome. Gwendol would, without thought, fight any battle if ordered. There is no chance of negotiating with him. Aelel is a deadly place. Flames burst from the ground with no warning. Sane people usually avoid it.
So, the flames of torment burn your sins, your life, your everything. If you wish to spare yourself the goddess's wrath, tread lightly. I'll comply.
Ready when you are.
I'll cut through.
At your service.
Alright, next.
I'll crush them all.
What's my strategy?
Here is something to believe in.
Another victory.
Haven't withered away just yet.
I'm your girl. I'm sorry.
My orders?
Not enough.
All for Lady Rhea.
What's the plan?
I'd be honored. It's my duty.
Nice try.
Even I have bad days.
My duty is your death.
Child! What's up? Child's play.
All for our future.
I'm strong.
You fought well. I fight and grow stronger. Only natural.
Fighting is what I do.
On my honor as a knight.
Too easy.
Too slow.
All for Lady Rhea.
I'll cut you down! It was meant to be.
Invigorating.
Make your peace!
Let's keep our guard up.
I'm still here.
Don't bother haunting me.
Prepare yourself! Nice try. I'll end this quickly.
I shall not stray.
Eventually, I too will fall.
Great work.
I won't back down!
It had to be done.
Here we go. Attack them from both sides.
All right, next.
Not enough.
So Cornelia has planted spies even inside Garreg Mach.
The shield of Fargus has appeared. We can expect more out of him than the young ones.
So many openings.
All for Fargus.
still had room to grow.
Too slow. You haven't earned my pity.
A hard life sharpens the senses.
Reassure me.
What's next?
I'll...
I'll destroy you!
See you in the eternal flames.
I was just stronger.
You took me lightly.
Child's play!
It was the only way.
I'll never back down.
It had to be done.
Too slow. I can do no less.
I aim for greatness.
Prepare yourself.
Who's next?
Don't bother haunting me.
I aim for greatness.
The man praised as a lion is degraded to a mere traitor's underling.
A traitor's underling? That's upsetting, Your Highness. I am, and always have been, a knight of House Rome.
How dare you! You are nothing but a lowly beast scavenging for scraps! You have forgotten the dignity of knighthood.
I may be lowly, but this beast is devoted to his master.
Ha! Then I had better kill the pet and deliver its head to that master.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
Just like that.
It is the way of knights to follow their master's orders without argument. Lord Gwendol was a good man.
Now he is just a corpse, nothing more. Let's go. Rodrigue is waiting for us.
It's been too long, Your Highness. But try to temper your joy, will you? This is a war, after all.
To say such a thing at a time like this. You have not changed one bit.
Don't let looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and... Gilbert, you have done well to locate His Highness. I am truly grateful. And you, I have you to thank as well. Well, we are in your debt. I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix, you have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom, or some nonsense.
If you know that much, then the rest won't take long. Enemy or not, it's undeniable that Cornelia's plan was nothing short of genius. After seizing power, she invited the Imperial Army to Ferdiad. There she reorganized her troops, and then sent soldiers to hunt me down. Because of that, we were forced to act defensively, and now we're being forced into a difficult battle. She's been controlling the situation all along.
So that's been the witch's plan from the start. I should have killed her ages ago.
Your Highness, Ferdiad is in a terrible state right now. The tyranny is unbearable, and so the rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness, we should change course for Ferdiad, and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
There's no time for that. We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire and the Emperor. I want that so much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
Silence!
No, Dmitri. You will hear me out.
Are you asking me? Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the Kingdom capital over the Imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Do not dare to put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips. Until I offer up that woman's head, Father will remain a slave to his lingering regret and hatred. Even now, he suffers. It is ceaseless. As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues!
You are my king. Our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow. But Your Highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge, and yet along the way, lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind. Ah, I nearly forgot. Take this, Your Highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eretvar, the hero's relic once wielded by my father.
The very same. I managed to steal it back from one of Cornelia's underlings in Ferdiad.
Understated as ever, Father. It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor, may I request something of you? I wish to fight at your side.
Senile already, old man? Who will protect our territory?
I expected it would come to this, so I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise to our fallen king, to my dear friend. A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago. Now then, Your Highness, let's destroy the Empire together. My men and I will spare no effort. I pray that you are right, and that this will save the kingdom. Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy's stronghold directly. How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan? Then you must be aware that the Kingdom and the Empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains, right? Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the Fell King Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
Yes, I agree. The Alliance is currently split in two. Those who stand with the Empire and those who are against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose. We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Myrden in Alliance territory.
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it. However, the Great Bridge of Myrden is by far the largest, and it is also closest to the monastery. I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I'm afraid we have no other option. This is our only hope. Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation. Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy. In other words, hopefully, a friend.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
I am. If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Of course, if we get blocked in by the Alliance, we'll have to fight our way out. That means you'll have to cross blades with your old schoolmates.
If you do not wish to kill familiar faces, do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steel your souls for the task at hand.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
Even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it? I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway? It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty. Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since, and I don't blame him. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness. Right you are. As adults, it is our responsibility to scold him and help him find his way again. I come off as so self-important, but really, I'm just a failure of a man. Professor, I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you. I suppose that was a dramatic way of putting it. My apologies. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiad. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrddin, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you? Ha! No need to worry. Don't you underestimate the power of my soldiers. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
You look like a cat that's been sprayed with water. What? You don't think I should sing the high notes?
Am I doing all right? I hope I'm not too off.
A new power. I won't squander it.
If we can suppress this, I was in the Empire. I am having strange...
Lord Rodrigue seems reliable, but even with his help, aren't we still a little short-handed? We can probably make it to the Great Bridge of Murden, but beyond that, I don't know. Don't let Dimitri push you too much, Professor. It'll shorten your life for sure.
Well...
Will this... In the name of justice! It was the only way. I've got you! It's my duty. I've got you! I won't falter. I can't lose! Will this be...
Lord Gwendol was pretty tough. If only he'd been on our side, he would have been a great ally. But it was Lord Gwendol himself who made the decision to throw his lot in with the Empire alongside his liege. I will neither pity him nor mourn for him. It would be an insult to his honor to follow the path of justice as long as life endures. That is the duty of a Knight of Fargus.
Okay. Professor.
Well...
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Oh, that'd be awful. Just terrible. Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have... No.
Claude says he's on our side. I know everything will be fine if we leave it to him. He may act like a layabout, but he's actually smart. And although Claude isn't honest about some things, you can trust him when it counts. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. That's just my gut feeling, but still.
Professor! Professor!
It looks like we're all set with food supplies, thanks to Lord Rodrigue. We have more soldiers to feed now, so we'll still need to ration. But I think we have enough extra to make some tasty treats. I'll go scout the pantry. We can enjoy it together over some tea.
I'm sure you know this already. They face the Empire from... Even so, the Empire did the only option.
I finally got to eat a full meal for the first time in forever. And it's all thanks to Lord Rodrigue. I've got so much energy. Oh.
You know, sometimes I forget to eat. Does that ever happen to you, Professor?
Oh, my favorite food! I thought House Fraldarius had an invasion of their own to worry about. I'm impressed Lord Rodrigue was willing to provide us all these reinforcements and supplies. The Knights' morale is really boosted, seeing as they have had their first good meal in a while. Let's hope we can keep this up.
Right. Do you really think it's a good idea to trust Claude? If you let yourself get taken in by his silver tongue, you might wind up regretting it. The thing is, 5 years ago, I was taken in by his tricks myself. I was given a long and grueling lecture by my unit leader that day. Ugh, the memory of it is still too painful.
That reminds me.
Why, thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Thanks so much.
Even after all these decades, the Academy hasn't changed a bit. I remember it well, even now. I used to sneak out of lectures with Lambert almost every day. I suppose this is not the time for an old man's nostalgia. We have received approval from House Regan. We should set out as soon as you're ready.
Being here brings back all manner of memories. The days I spent studying here with you, and they were truly some of the war. And now, to be forced to fight with those I was once...
The Aramid River separates the Empire. Sometimes it'll flood when at least the land gets cement.
Gwendol made the ultimate sacrifice in service of House Rowe. I understand that feeling. I'd do anything for Lady Rhea. I'm surprised. I didn't peg you as the kind of person to say that sort of thing. At any rate, it's up to the individual how to demonstrate loyalty.
Maybe.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it? Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol. Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
So, House Regan accepted. I knew the leader of the Alliance wouldn't refuse. Still, we can't let our guard down. There's no telling when he'll turn on us. If we advance through the Alliance into the Empire, our chances for reconnaissance will be limited. I just hope it goes according to plan.
From the outset, House Regan and House Gloucester have been fighting over leadership of the Alliance. Then this war comes along, and their opinions are split about whether to ally with the Empire or not. Their existing enmity only worsened, leading them to full-on conflict with one another. However, the leader of the Alliance is a very shrewd man. It's difficult to predict what he'll do at this point.
What? Leaving the house in my uncle's hands? What is the old man thinking? I always knew my father was mad, but this time he's gone too far. My uncle is a reliable man, but still, only a fool would abandon his own territory.
Oh. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Lord Rodrigue is revered by all as the Shield of Fargus. I was imagining a more stern-faced fellow, but he's actually quite friendly. Shocking. I heard that he recently spent the night drinking in the dining hall with soldiers from the church. The area around Castle Gaspar, where I was living, is under the control of House Rowe, who have submitted to the Empire. If I hadn't come to Garreg Mach, I might have ended up as your enemy at Aelel. That thought makes me really happy to be here now. I don't think I would have been able to handle facing all of you in battle. Oh. Hello there. This one, yes? 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 Thank you. Return soon, please.
Really now? I need your help. I need your help. There, I hope... Hey, how about a favor?
Yeah.
What do you require? Farewell.
Oh. Oh.
Here's an idea. On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory. Count Burgleys has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgleys looks to be an exception.
What used to be Eyre territory lies far to the east of the Great for the sake of my family, but I do not have the power to advocate for that. Thank you, Professor.
Just like House Fraldarius, House Galatea is currently being invaded by the dukedom. My family is not as wealthy as most others, so we are incapable of sparing resources or reinforcements. I'm sorry. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything to help.
My adoptive father is planning on supporting the Regan family in the upcoming operation. He says it's the perfect opportunity to get both the Alliance and the Kingdom on his side. He even insisted that I promote the good name of House Edmund to the people of the Kingdom. He'll see right through me if I lie, so I can't ignore the request. But I suppose I did just tell you, so that must count for something.
Right. Professor, we were raised by Lord Rodrigue himself to be the elite of the elite. Even if our enemy is the Empire's vast army, we can overcome the difference in numbers. The one thing that could prove to be a problem is if our food and supplies don't hold up. If we attack the Imperial capital before the Kingdom capital, we'll have to be swift if we want to prevail.
A moment, please.
Oh.
Really?
The Great Bridge of Murden isn't... I believe it was built... In other words, so if we...
House Fraldarius is a military house. They swore fealty to the royal family at the kingdom's founding. The current family head, Lord Rodrigue, was raised like a brother to the former king. He harbors a loyalty that goes beyond mere duty. Perhaps this is why he was willing to lend us his aid. I have a request. I have a request. Thank you very much.
So, listen.
Hey,
If you stand in my way, I will strike you down.
Professor!
Singing is...
I'm not...
Maybe.
So...
Professor? Oh, hello there. It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. I thought whether it's...
The battle at Ale, where does your tap most into? It is quite unfortunate now.
Hey, you.
We're going to invade the Empire. If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, really?
So, the renowned Shield of Fargus is now on our side. That is quite reassuring. Not only will he provide valuable support in battle, but he has also brought us much-needed supplies. We cannot grow complacent, however. We must take the Imperial capital as soon as possible.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Mur... Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago. It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
Since I'm originally from the Empire, honestly, I'd bet they're watching my every move if I were in charge.
Well...
Speaking of house, the current harbor.
Finally, I've got some. Oh.